Okay, hopefully we're back. Hopefully we're back. I just have to get some stuff set up again. And then we'll get back to class. There is gonna be another ad break, unfortunately. But that also means double stickers. Double sniffer stickers. Walk-in restaurant. Hitori desu. Eigo menu onegai shimasu. Arigato. You just need the one. You just need the one menu. No need for two. Alright, let me set up some stuff like my... You know what, I think... Okay, so what had happened is that underneath my desk is like a... it's kind of like the surge protector, but it's like chunkier. But sometimes it just beeps very loudly. It like yells at me, and the only way to stop it is to reset it. Unfortunately, my entire computer setup is connected to this surge protector. So that's why I essentially had to restart my whole computer right now. But we are back. I'm gonna get my PNGTuber set up. I feel like it happened because I just have so many like things running. Because I have like a whole bunch of like things running for the stream. I have OBS, I have the streaming avatars, I have my PNGTuber, I have what is it? MixItUp and Sammy and all that, and then I just opened one more program because what's it called? Live 2D was acting up, and it didn't like that. It didn't like that. So let me go ahead and set this up. We're back to PNGTuber Plus. But after that other ad break, we'll be back. We're so back, one could say. So back. Oh, you know, and I also need to run the there's a program, you know what, that's another program that I run too, is the one for my iPad. So let me do that as well. There we go, ad break's going. I'll set everything up, we'll get to studying. Okay, now we're back for real. So let's go to the classroom, see the— oh no! Okay, yeah, we are. We are. It's like, oh no, nothing loaded. But we are this time for real back. Go ahead and put this here, get the music playing again. Let me fix where the iPad placement is. There we go. Okay, we're back for real this time. Oh, you know what? I need one more thing. And that is my Pomodoro timer. Let me just get the right window open. Pomodoro timer. Tokyo calling. Tokyo calling. I'm really Feventage. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome. You got your sticker. You got your sticker. You're just in time for the study focus time. But yeah, so, oh wait. Let me, need the timer open. There we go. Okay, yeah, we got our timer and we got our agenda for today. So we are continuing on with the Japanese study streams. We're gonna be a little bit rusty, but that's okay. I'm gonna spend the first Pomodoro study session with just reviewing katakana because I feel like I've forgotten a lot. So you guys are gonna see me struggle again most likely. And then we're gonna start with a new chapter in the book. In the book that I'm using. Twisty, hello! Welcome, welcome. You got your sticker. We've been on chapter 2 for like a month. Chapter 2 covered stuff like how to say like, oh, that thing over there is over there. You know, like, oh, where's the bathroom? Toire wa doko desu ka? And then you could be like, oh, it's right here. Koko desu. Koko. Randon doko. Randon koko. So you can say stuff like that. We went over big number and prices. So we could be like, ano toke, that watch over there. Let's see, 100 yen desu is 100 yen, which would actually be super cheap for a watch because that would essentially be $1. So we learned how to do big number. Okay, let's challenge ourselves. What's a bigger number? Let's say 35 hundo. 35 hundo for like a watch or something, which it would still be pretty cheap, but it would be sen. Okay, so I think it's sanzen, that's 3,000. 500 yen, which would be 3,500 yen for anotoke, for that watch. So we did that. So this next chapter, it seems like it works with verb conjugations, which I have yet to delve into. I studied it when I did Spanish way back in high school. What is it, like yo soy, tú eres, is that all I remember? Él está, no, él es, ella es, nosotros somos. We did vosotros, but I remember it's like we're not gonna be using vosotros. I'm not gonna be using vosotros. And then what was the last one? Ustedes son. See, I know a thing or two about conjugation. It's when you change the verb, you change how it is a little bit to fit the tense that you're speaking in. So it's like he said, he says, he will say, stuff like that, you know? But we're gonna do that with Japanese. So all 3 of those Pomodoro sessions will be muted. I feel like expressions and conjugation are gonna go together in one session. So they're gonna be muted. So while I'm muted, you guys feel free to dual wield me with any other streamer, or just, you know, click off to like pay attention to like another streamer. Unfortunately, Randon's not live today yet. He's not live yet. But yeah, feel free to do that, or focus on you know, you could also do art alongside. You can do your own studies, you can do your own focus thing alongside. Seishun, hello, welcome. You do that, and then I'll come back, we'll do a little bit of yapping. I'm thinking about it. I might want to also play, there's a Digimon trading card game. It's an unofficial fan-made client for it, but I do see people on Twitch be playing it. So, you know, I might do that during the break. I might. It's not a guarantee. We'll see how I'm feeling. Because I might just want to yap for the break, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, I can unpin the restarting stream message. Yeah, hello Station. Hello. How you doing? How you guys doing? But yeah, that's the plan for today. While I'm muted, if you guys want to chat in chat as well, chat in the chat box. I'll also be in chat. I do find that like just using the keyboard also, I don't know, it helps me focus as well, because then I could just like write a comment and then get back to what I was doing. At least that's what I found when I was doing Pomodoro art yesterday. It was pretty fun. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I do hopefully want to end a little bit before 2 o'clock, because Beans and I might want to go on an impromptu date. Might want to go to the mall. He says he wants to get some spending done before we stop spending for a while, because of the current, just how things are nowadays, I guess, without going too much into things. But yeah, that's the plan. I think I'm going to go ahead and start with like I was gonna say like what should I yap about, but we just saw each other. We just saw each other last night, right? Like less than 12 hours ago. So everything that I've already caught up on, I told you guys last time. So I think with that, we should just get into the study session, shall we? So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and put on my little mute thing right here. Start the timer, and we'll get to study it. So have fun with your own studies and focus in art and all the other things. I'll see you in about 35 minutes. Oh, that was quick. Okay, let me pause. I just want to finish this one page, and then we'll get back to yapping. All right. I finished up what I wanted to do for this session, or not this session. Let's go back to the agenda. Actually, let's go back to the agenda. Oh yeah, and let's play the timer so that we can yap a little bit. So I reviewed katakana, my freaking program, the program that I used to test myself with like hiragana, katakana. It kept crashing. So anytime you saw that it went back to like my iPad homepage, that's when it crashed. It happened like twice, but that last time it finally stayed. So I'm happy. I'm happy I was able to like at least like test myself, and I turned out with like almost perfect score. I feel like my mistakes were very dumb. It was like not seeing that it was supposed to be katakana, or not seeing that it was supposed to be hiragana, and just kind of going on like auto mode. And I think one that I like legitimately just forgot was like the katakana for mo. But otherwise I feel like I did pretty good. If I Yeah, it's progress. Exactly, Sutton Bodhi. Exactly. It's progress. So we did that. I also studied some expressions. We could check that one off. Oh, we could check this one off. There we go. Yeah, we had some expressions, and they seem very related to like if you were actually in a Japanese class. Stuff like "Wakarimashita?" Do you understand? And then you could either say "Wakarimashita," I understand, or "Wakarimasen," I don't understand. I just don't. I don't know. And then stuff having to do with like if someone says a phrase to you but you didn't quite get it, you could say "Yukkuri ite kudasai." Please say it slowly. Yukkuri ite kudasai. And then if you want them to repeat it, mo ichido ite kudasai. Mo ichido, one more time. Ite kudasai. Please say it one more time. And then one that I feel like people know because of like anime and stuff like that. Chotto matte. Chotto matte. Please wait. Chotto matte kudasai. Please wait a little bit. And then two new ones that I actually didn't know before this one. Like, because some of these, some of this vocab I know because of memes or just like, anime culture, stuff like that. Mo ichido, you probably heard a couple of times. Yukkuri, I know because there used to be like a Toho meme where there was like it was like a little Cyrano fairy. And I forgot the context of the meme, but it was just something where like her face looks all weird and she says like Yukkuri, and it's like slow down. So, but a couple of other ones that I wasn't super familiar with. Kitte kudasai. So please listen or please ask. And then 10 peiji o mite kudasai. Mite I know means like to look or to see. So it's almost like please look at this page. And then 10 peiji would be page 10. So I guess if it was like go to page 2 it'd be like 2 peiji or 3 peiji. And then Peiji just means page. It's just page in English. I learned that from Martin in Smash. Which one's Martin again? I'm such a fake fan when it comes to that. Folk, hello, welcome, welcome. Which one's Martin? Martin Smash. Super Smash. I should probably say Super Smash. Bros. Oh. Is he... Wait, which one's Martin? I see Marth. His taunt is something like, minna mitete kure. Roughly translate, everyone look at me! Look at me. Oh, you can see that I'm using the Pomodoro window to look it up. Cool. Mitete kure. Yeah. I know minna is like everyone, right? Oh no, my V-pet, my Digimon. He pooped. Let me clean it up for him. Part of me being in my Digimon era again is that I got my little V-pet. He became a teddy bear. He became Monzaemon. I'm so proud of him. I posted pictures on the Discord. Let me just feed him real quick. Give him some protein. There we go. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He be pooping. Yeah. He's a grown boy. He actually the cute thing with like Digimon is that there's one that is known to be kind of gross, Numemon, but if you take care of him enough, he becomes a teddy bear. And I just think that's neat. Oh, you know what? Speaking of, I did want to try something. I did want to try playing the Digimon card game, but it is an unofficial game, so let me finagle around with some things right now. Let's see if it'll even show up. I think it will because I've seen other streamers play it before. It's a good 10-minute game. It's a good, like, you know, I'll try to explain as much as I can about the card game. But it's a nifty little, like, you know, unofficial client. So let me see. Let's get to gaming. Game capture. Let's do DC Go. Is it gonna show up? Oh my god, it is showing up. Okay. So there we go. Click to start. I don't know if you could hear it. I don't think you guys can hear the sound though. So let's have it matched to DC Go. So the Digimon card game. Here, are you guys up for like a crash course? I'll teach you. So I only fight with bots because I'm a huge coward. So we're gonna fight with a bot, but I'll explain the rules to you guys. It does a pretty good job of like, I don't know, I really like the card game, and I'm not even like much of a card game person. Let's see, let's use my favorite deck, the Friendly Wolf. There's like a there's like a cap on how long your titles can be. This is actually supposed to be like the Wolf of Friendship, but it wouldn't fit, so I put Friendly Wolf. Let's just do a little hee hee ha ha playing. So let's see, mulligan your hand. We'll keep this hand. So it is a card game. You start off with some. Oh, they already played us. They already played something. Okay, so in Digimon, there's different levels, right? There's rookie, champion, in training, all that stuff. Right now on the board, I have a little in training Digimon, but he can't fight, so I have to digivolve him. I have to evolve him to rookie first. So luckily I do have a rookie in my hand. I can digivolve him. However, the cool thing about this card game, in my opinion, is the amount of moves you can do is determined by like how much memory you have, which is what you can see here in the center. So right now I have 3 memory, but each move I do... hello Julian, hello. Still said co-working and studying. Yeah, I know. It's just because I'm just going to be doing this for like 10, you know, less than 10 minutes, and then I'm going to go back to studying. But yeah, so you actually share your memory bar with your opponent. So if I were to do something like just summon Metal Garurumon, that would actually move the memory over to my opponent's side, and that means I can't do anything anymore. However, if I do something like summon... Nah, this would actually still move it over to his side. So there's nothing that I can actually do that wouldn't move it over to my opponent's side, and then they get to move, right? Oh, thanks for the pet, Julian. Also, hello. So the most I can do is probably just Digivolve another level. Oh, there we go. It actually costs less if you Digivolve. So yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else that I can do while I'm out here? What is it? Each of them also has an attack. Like this one can block attacks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that. The game ends. It's almost like a lurking, no worries. So you have a total number of shields. It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh where you have a set amount of life points. You have a definite number of shields, so whenever you have no Digimon on the field and your opponent can attack you, that's -1 shield. But also, each shield has like an effect to it. It's basically your cards turned upside down. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm gonna play this guy. There you go. So he can't attack me directly. He has to attack this Digimon. And actually, if he does so, he's gonna get destroyed! There you go. So he just played a higher level Digi, but it's still weaker than my little blocker here. So I'm gonna play this guy. He's pretty powerful, so I can actually directly attack. Even though there's a monster on the field, he's not blocking me. So I can also just attack. However, it is a little bit risky. Just a little bit. So maybe I should hold off. Maybe I should hold off. So do I have a level... What is this? This is an ultimate, so I could Digivolve this guy. Yeah, I could Digivolve this guy. It's gonna make it my opponent's turn again, but at the very least I could block with both these guys. What the hey? No! He took away one of my... No! He discarded 2 of my cards! That's not fair! Will he use Blast Digivolve? I sure will! So actually I can counterattack by Digivolving. And then what is this? Will you use trash cards from hand to gain memory? I think so. I think I will. I'm gonna discard that. Maybe this one too. No, actually? No, yeah. End selection. And then I get 3 memory. So it goes back over to my side. So my opponent's turn automatically ends. Scrub. Let's see. I unfortunately can't Digivolve this guy over here because I don't have a rookie level. Yeah, it's a bit confusing if you don't know like the basics of Digimon, where like you have just certain levels, right? Like for example, this guy, he's a rookie. He's a cute little guy, and then he can eventually become a champion. So something to like this level, which can eventually become an ultimate, which is this level, and then eventually a mega. So let's see. I can also... You know what? I think I should just attack. I do run a little bit of a risk. My Digimon might get killed. But I have a whole bunch of effects. So trash 1 card from hand to delete Digimon with the lowest level. Oh, let's do it! I'm gonna trash, I'll trash this guy. Nah, that's kind of risky. I'll trash Mammoth 1. So that automatically destroys that guy. Help, I'm being indoctrinated into the TCG! I'm not doing a great job of explaining it, but just know that once you get the hang of it, it's pretty fun. I dare say it's pretty fun. Another one to discard. Let's do... Oh, I don't want to discard Bakemon though. Nah, I guess we should. We should discard someone. There we go. And I still have some moves left. I can still do one more thing at least, so... We'll play Matt. Because he gives us a buff. Oh yeah, we do have an ad break coming up, by the way. No, I hate it when this guy... I should have killed him when I had the chance. There we go. Unfortunately, I don't have any rookies. I can directly play these, but that would automatically make it my opponent's turn, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm actually gonna snooze the ad for now. You guys have to see my victory. Hopefully it's a victory. Let's attack directly. See what happens. And select. Oh, we could take this guy out. Yeah. Let's trash this. We could take him out. Easy. Easy! Memory +1? Yes, I will. So like the one thing to know is that you just have to be careful of your memory, because more memory means you could do more things. Oh yes, a rookie. Okay, we already have this is an ultimate, right? So we'll trash this one. The whole Luga line. Yes, my one goal with the TC app comes out is to grab every single Lugamon and AG card in existence. They're so cute. I love the Luga line. We can... Ooh, actually we could do quite a bit. We could do this. We don't have a champion! I messed up. We need a champion. I could do something risky, which is play this one directly, but that would give him... Look, that would give him so many moves. He could like total me. I don't like that. So maybe we'll hold off. Yeah, I think we're just gonna move on. End turn. I need the rude puppy. We're gonna destroy this guy. Absolutely total him. Put this guy on the field. We don't have any champions. I messed up. But we could do this. We could actually take this Digimon out with this, but I'm gonna do that at the end of my turn, so I'm actually just gonna directly attack. We're gonna make all these effects happen. Yeah, actually I have multiples. I might as well use them. Destroyed. Memory +1, so we have more moves. Draw. Got another rookie. Got another mega. We have 3 of these little mammoth guys. What the hey? Oh no, the timer. No, it's not study time yet. I'm still playing cards. We'll delete one of the mammoths because we already have a lot. Cool. We can attack directly with this guy. Oh, we have a champion. Let's go. We can digivolve him. So let's Oh no! He died. No! It's okay. I'm pretty sure we're still gonna win this. Actually, let's do this. We'll play this guy directly. Yeah, play this guy directly. Digivolve him. And that'll end my turn. I want to discard one of the mammoths. Why did the localization team change the hatching area to breeding area? Digimon don't even breed? That's what I'm thinking too. Cause like one time I was playing this and Beans looked over and just saw breeding area and he like gave himself a chuckle. He was like, heh, breeding area. I was like, no, no, why? Oh, we can digivolve this guy. There we go. And then we're gonna probably take this out with Metal Garurumon's effects, so we're probably gonna win this round. So let's do it. Trash in the field. Let's trash Gatsumon. Yeah. This is a pretty like a pretty OP ability. You just have to discard a card, and you could delete one of your opponent's Digimon. It's kind of hacks. Cool, we have another Tamer card. Okay, okay. Let's trash this one because we don't really need it. That card just oh no, my Metal Garurumon. But you know what? Look, no more shields. No more shields. I could just attack directly. I could just attack directly for game. No, what are you doing? Dang it. It doesn't matter, because look, I'm still gonna win. I'm still gonna win. Look, look, look. I know there's an ad break coming up. No, we're not gonna use it. We're just gonna attack. We did it! We win! So all you have to do is just take out your opponent's like 5 security cards, and that's it. That's the game. It doesn't matter if they have anything on the board. Can't wait to collect all the fun boards. Yeah! So yeah, that's how the Digimon card game works. I know I didn't do my best to explain it, but once you get the hang of it, it is pretty fun. It's just a matter of like leveling up your monsters till they get too big size, and then their effects usually carry you, unless your opponent's deck just counters yours, but it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. So with that, we have an ad break coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys over in the cup corner. Our tilted cup corner, and then we'll get back to studying after the break. So I'll see you guys then. Why are we tilted? It's part of the lore. I actually am gonna fix it right now, but it was part of the lore. It was like, why does the flood redeem not work on this room? And my explanation was like, oh, it's tilted. It's the room is tilted. That's why this part of the classroom never gets flooded. But I'll fix it. I'll fix it. There we go. And then maybe one of these days I'll actually make it like tilted effectively. But that's why this part of the room just never floods. Alright, I'll see you guys after the ad break. We're back from the ad break. And hello, Kale. Hello. Sniffer. We sniffer. You got your sniffer sticker. But hello, we're back. We're back from the ad break. We're getting back into our study sesh after playing a little bit of Digimon TCG. Gonka! Hello, Patware. Hello. Yeah, so we're doing our Japanese study stream. I do like the idea of you summon the cats. They don't need to be on my head anymore because the room's not flooded. But then look, I'm being covered again. I'm being covered again. Look, I'm still here, students. Please. Please love me as well and not just the cats. And get up on I'm on my step stool. Yeah, you summon the cats. You can pet the cats. You can pet the cats. What was I saying? Yeah, we're doing our studying. I did say that this next part would be muted, but I realized that there is something the sensei. I did realize that there is something that I can do unmuted. There's actually, like, at the start of this chapter, there's a little bit of reading aloud. So I will read aloud to you students, even though you guys don't have the text in front of you. Hopefully you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed with my perfect pronunciation. I'm being silly. I'm being facetious. I'm pretty sure my pronunciation is gonna be trash, but maybe not so trash. Maybe not perfect, but maybe hopefully somewhere in between. So let's see. I'm on chapter 3. We're gonna be learning about verb conjugation, but there's also a bunch of vocab that I'm gonna have to write down. But there is a at the very beginning of the chapter, there's like a dialogue. So let's see. Oh my god, they're introducing kanji. I'm kind of screwed. No, dang it. Well, at least they have the little not romaji. They have the little like hiragana underneath each kanji, so maybe that'll help me learn, hopefully. I do also have a booklet to learn kanji, but I am not there yet. Eek! But we're just gonna read together. So I'll read the Japanese sentence and then I'll read the English sentence and then we'll go from there. Oh yeah, so I guess we should start the timer. Start the timer. So this is called making a date. Deito no yakusoku. So here's the first of the dialogue. Mary and Takeshi are talking. Meari-san, 週末は大抵何をしますか? Let me try that again. No, it's 週末は大抵何をしますか? So, Mary, what do you usually do on the weekend? So, Mary-san is Mary. 週末, you think that's weekend? は大抵は何しますか? And then Mary says, そうですね。大抵うち what is this? The writing is so small. 勉強します。でも、wait, what is this? 時々、いい映画を見ます。So let's see. Usually I study at home, but sometimes I see the movie. Oh, ega. So let's do that. So the sentence translates to, let's see. I usually study at home. So taite uchi de benkyou shimasu. What is benkyou? Is that to study? Benkyou. To study. This is benkyou suru is to study. And then eiga is movie. Mimas is like to go see or to watch. Teitai is the one that I'm still not sure about. Is that weekend? Oh no, shomatsu is weekend. I guess taite is like what they do. So desu ne. Let's see. Taite uchi, what I do, benkyou shimasu. So I study during the weekend. Demo, tokidoki eiga o mimasu. Mimasu. Okay, we're kind of like we're kind of breaking it down. So I usually study at home, but sometimes I see the movies. So desu ka? Let's see. So desu ka? Ja. How do I read this? It's kanji again. Doyobi ni eiga o mimasen ka? So I see them. Would you like to see a movie on Saturday? Takeshi's asking her out on a date. So desu ka? Ja, what is it again? Dyobi? How do you pronounce that? It's they're asking on Saturday. Saturday would be doyobi. 土曜日に映画を見ませんか Okay, so that's one sentence. 土曜日はちょっと Saturday's not a good day. Oh no, she's rejecting him. She's rejecting him. じゃあ、日曜はどうですか? How about Sunday? いいですね. That's fine. Okay, cool. So they're flirting with each other. They're flirting. So they were asking, what do you do on the weekend? I usually study at home, but sometimes I see the movies. Oh, I see. Then would you like to see a movie on Saturday? Saturday's not a good day. Then how about Sunday? That's fine. I like that it's simplistic because it's teaching, right? Like it's supposed to be simple so that you understand it. But I don't know, there's a little bit of character in it. Let me try it again. Just reading the whole thing by itself. So, Mary-san, 週末は大抵何をしますか? そうですね。大抵うちで勉強します。でも、時々英語を見ます。そうですか? じゃあ、土曜日に映画を見ませんか? 土曜日はちょっと、じゃあ、日曜はどうですか? いいですね. Okay. we finished with that exchange. So we have another exchange. We have another dialogue. And this one is on Sunday morning at Mary's host families. Oh, I guess I forgot that like there's a little bit of lore in this book. There's a character named Mary who I think is an exchange student either from America or Canada, and she is living with a host family. So, let's go through it. So, ohayo gozaimasu. This is Mary saying good morning to the host mother. Ohayo. Hayai desu ne. Which means good morning. You're early, aren't you? Ohayo, hayai desu ne. And then Mary says, Kyo wa Kyoto? They're going to Kyoto? Kyoto ni ikimasu. Kyoto de eiga o mimasu. We're going to watch a movie in Kyoto? Is that what she said? Yeah, I'm going to Kyoto today. I'm going to see a movie in Kyoto. Wow, she's going far. I mean, assuming she lives in like Tokyo, that's kind of far. Like, you're gonna have to like take the train for like half a day, I think. So once again, that's Kyoto wa kyou wa Kyoto ni ikimasu. Kyoto de eiga o mimasu. Ii desu ne. Nanji koro kaeri masu ka? I think she's asking when you're gonna be back. Yeah. Good. Around what time will you be back? There we go. Nanji is what time? Koro kairi masu ka? Kairi, like kairu means to return, I believe. So kairi masu ka? So good. Around what time will you be back? Kuchi goro desu. So around 9. Let's see. Bangohan wa? Is that han? Yeah, bangohan wa? Oh, gohan. Gohan like rice, like to eat. Okay. Ban gohan wa? So how about dinner? Tabemasen. I will not eat. And then so desu ka? Ja itterashai. And then Mary says, ittekimasu. So I see. Have a nice day. Goodbye. So the whole thing in English sounds like this. So good morning, Mary says to the host mother. Host mother says, good morning. You're up early, aren't you? Mary says, yes, I'm going to Kyoto today. I'm going to see a movie in Kyoto. And the host mother says, good. Around what time are you going to be back? Mary says, around 9. How about dinner? I will not eat. I see. Well, have a nice day. Goodbye. And then in Japanese, it would be Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo. Hayai desu ne. Kyou wa Kyoto ni ikimasu. Kyoto de eiga o mimasu. いいですね。何時頃帰りますか? 9時頃です。晩ご飯は食べません。そうですか。じゃあ、いってらっしゃい。行ってきます。There we go. We made it. We made it through our 2 dialogues. with hopefully only a minimal amount of it was a little embarrassing to like I don't know, struggle a little bit, but that's part of the experience, right? That's part of the experience. So with that, with the rest of the 26 minutes on the timer, I'm gonna go ahead and mute, and I'm gonna start studying this whole section. So there's gonna be a bit of vocab, and then after the vocab is like a bunch of verb conjugation. So from this point up until the end of the timer, I'm gonna go ahead and mute. You guys are free to do whatever you want during that time. You can also chat in the chat. I'll be there as well. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in 26 minutes. And then maybe during our next break, we'll do more Digimon TCG because I'm kind of addicted. But other than that, see you guys in about 26. Oh, almost done. I'm just gonna pause this and finish just writing out this last part. All right. Cool. So that was the end of our second study sesh. I got a lot done. I got a lot of like writing down vocab done. Let's see, all of these like stuff here. I even took the time to draw some of them as well. So let's see. We got our entertainment and our sports. We got, oh yeah, this is some of the stuff that came up during like the reading out loud part. So eiga for movie, ongaku for music. Those two I was familiar with. Let's see, zashi for magazine, sportsu, date, tennis, terebi. These are all loan words. So sports, date as in like a romantic date, tennis, and then television. We got some food and drink as well. So aisu kurimu. It's fun when you get into katakana. So it's like, oh, whenever you see katakana, it's like a dead giveaway that it's like a loan word. So it's probably like an English or other word, but like with a Japanese accent. So aisu kurimu, ice cream, hamburger, hamburger. And then you get into the stuff that not all of it is loan words. Well, actually, technically cha is, isn't it? But osake, so sake, or it could just refer to alcohol in general. Ocha for green tea. But I know that cha is and chai are also in like other languages as well for tea. Kohi for coffee. Mizu for water. I started trying out these what's it called? These liquid IV thingies where it's just like a powder you put into water to make it a little bit more flavorful. Um so I there's this thing called like Mizu Lab, which obviously comes from like Japanese mizu, and it does make the water taste sweeter. Zero sugar. They do still put some kind of like sweet stuff in it, but Mizu Lab specifically has like Asian inspired flavors like strawberry Yakult. Strawberry yogurt flavor. They got mango, they got I think dragon fruit is another one. So yeah. Oh, makes it polite. Yeah, I know. I know. So for some vocab, yeah, I think that's what makes it a little bit more polite. Yeah. Asa gohan. Yeah, so these next three, gohan, I know means rice, but it can also be referring to like a meal in general. So it looks like if you attach certain things to it, it specifies whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So asa gohan, asa means morning. So morning meal would be breakfast, right? Hiru gohan. I wasn't sure where hiru or ban comes from, but it seems like they do mean like either an afternoon or evening meal. So your lunch and your dinner. So hiru gohan is lunch, ban gohan is dinner. Places we have home and house. So ie, not to be confused with ie, like to say no. Uchi confused me at first because I have a friend who uses uchi to refer to herself. Like, you know how or depending on like folks' knowledge of Japanese, there's different ways to say you and there's different ways to say me. So watashi is like kind of a default way of referring to yourself, like watashi wa binka desu. But you could also say ore if you're like super manly, or boku, which is like they use it for boys, but I it seems like they also use it for like I guess casual conversations. But my friend uses uchi, or she told me one time that she uses uchi, so I always thought that it's like, oh, it's I, but I do remember she also told me that it also means like my house or my place. So yeah, then you have gakko for school, and then cafe for for cafe. And then these ones start to become like, it's not like the other ones weren't useful, but these next ones are like, oh, I could see these definitely being used in like everyday speech. So we have time, so ashita, kyo wa, morning, tonight, konban, like as in konban wa, asa, everyday, mainichi. I feel like I've heard that in anime when the character is like going insane. So it's like mainichi, every day. But the one I'm less familiar with would be maiban. So ban meaning like evening. So every night. Weekend shumatsu, we heard that in the dialogue earlier. Saturday and Sunday, doyobi and nichiobi. I feel like eventually we're gonna get a chart. We're gonna get a chart that shows like all the days of the week. Itsu is when, and goro is like at about. So if I were to say kuji goro, at about 9 o'clock, you know? And then we're finally getting into the verbs. Oh no! So right now I just have the u verbs and the ru verbs, and it looks like once I finish copying down all the vocab, we're actually gonna get into conjugation. And I saw that Kale said conjugations are fun. I remember when I studied Spanish in high school, conjugations were pretty fun. Yeah, like once you get kind of the formula behind it, like it's kind of fun to like kind of figure out what a sentence is trying to say, or vice versa. So I'm kind of excited to see how the conjugations go. I remember when learning a little bit of Tagalog, the conjugations got a little bit like there is a formula to it, but there's certain tenses that we don't necessarily have, or they're just not as obvious in English. Like I remember like racking my brain how to explain it to either my Filipino umfis or my parents. There's a difference between saying like kumain ng manok, meaning like eating the chicken, versus kinakain ng manok, which is more like the chicken was eaten. So yeah. There's no future in Japan, as my teacher told me. There's no future tense? Interesting. What's the difference between mas and masen? I know that masen is like not, like it's a negation, right? So like wakarimasu is I know, or like I understand. Wakarimasen is I don't understand, or I don't know, right? But yeah, so we're getting into the verbs now. So iku, to go. And then in the vocab slot, it also says like ni and he for, or e, I guess, for destination. So just going off of context, it seems like it would be like iku, like we're going to a place, like we're going to the convenience store. Iku ni konbini or iku e konbini, but I guess we're gonna learn that once we get into like actual conjugation. So I just realized I haven't been putting on the timer, so let's put on the timer. We have kairu for to go back, to return, kiku to listen or to hear, nomu to drink, hanasu, I gotta not clear, there we go, hanasu to talk, yomu to read, okiru to get up, and then taberu to eat, neru to sleep, and miru to see. Some of those I feel like I was like kind of familiar, once again from the animes. But yeah. Kon is like night or evening. Kairi is specifically for origin points. Ah, okay. Seems like you know a lot already. So cool. But with that, I kind of want to, during our little break, we can still yap, but I also want to play more Digimon. I want to play more Digimon, so let me get that started up real quick. I want to play more of the TCG games, so let me pull it over. Let's see if we can get through a game in the 13 minutes that we have before we have to do our last study sesh. I really like the deck that I was using, but I feel like I have to start getting used to dude, freaking, like, I deleted these decks already because they're kind of like, they're starter decks and they're very simplistic. Also, I found this funny. This deck is called Gaia Red. They censored Gaia. I deleted these. Why are they still showing up? Dia, hello. Let's do the In Boots deck. Hello, Dia. Yes, I also, because I feel like people are gonna say it. People are gonna be like, Binka, your category, it's still on co-working and studying. I'm aware, but this is what I'm doing during my this is what I'm doing during my break from studying. So I'm not gonna change the category because it's only gonna be for like 12 minutes. There is no Gaia, only Holy Terra. You know what's funny? There is a little bit of glitchiness with this program because I did rename it to Terra Red because I was tired of seeing the censored version. And then it just kept on going back to Gaia. So yeah, there's a little bit of the timer says it all. I have had people come in here and be like, you forgot to change your category. So yeah. What game is this? This is called DC Go. It's an unofficial client for the Digimon card game. That's unofficial. There's an official one coming out called Digimon Elysian. But I don't know when that's coming out. They just said that there's gonna be a closed beta, but they didn't say when. So let's do Invoke in Boots. Okay, cool. We got Candlemon. I haven't used this deck that much, but I also just like looking at the designs. Anubismon, so cool. This might take longer than 10 minutes because I'm not familiar with all of the effects of all of these ones. So we're gonna find out together. Candlemon. When oh, Retaliation. I love this art. Look at that. Retaliation. When this Digimon's destroyed, then the other one's also destroyed. Let's go. Close beta soon in Bandai terms, probably next year. I know, which tears me up inside, which is also why I got into like the IRL cards and this client, you know? So what does the Bakuman do? If you have one or fewer tamers, you may play Violet in Boots. Let's go. Ghostmon. Reveal the top 3 of your deck. Add 1 with Ghost Trait and 1 with Liberator to your hand. And then this is Metal Phantomon. Looks pretty cool. By deleting one of your Digimon, delete one of your opponents. Oh, that one's super useful. And it's a blocker. So let's Digivolve Candlemon first. And then I can Digivolve one more time. Ooh, oh, a Gazimon. That's so cute. It's bullying. It's bullying the Pagumon. Bakemon. Bakemon, lose your power. Not the breeding phase. Okay, so my opponent is playing the Parallel Tactics deck. Oh, look, it's a different Pokemon. Look, like if you look at the art for this one, it's different, but also that usually means the effect is also different. So this one, what's this one? When Digivolving or on deletion, draw 1. Oh, okay, it's pretty useful. Can I Digivolve? What is this? An ultimate? This would end my turn though, so. Oh, Nimbusmon looks so cool. It looks so cool. Okay, you know what? We won't attack, we'll Digivolve. We'll Digivolve. And it's a blocker. Delete one of your Digimon to delete your opponent's Digimon. Wait, I forgot. Is that in my hand or by deleting one of your Digimon? Oh, it has to be on the field. No! We're breeding! I'll see myself out. I've never tried the Digimon TCG. I literally just got into it within the last like couple weeks or so. There's an app that teaches you how to play it, but I've learned it better with YouTube videos. There's one specific YouTube video that does a good job of explaining it, and then I played the app, and the app kind of like helped to kind of give you the muscle memory of it. So I'd recommend that personally, but it depends on what you learn better with. If you learn better like doing it, then I would recommend there's a phone app. I don't know if it's for all, like I know it definitely works on iPhones. I don't know if it works on all phones, but it's literally just called like Digimon TCG tutorial app. It's pretty fun because it really takes advantage of like just the whole like world building of Digimon. So no, we're not gonna use that. But I do have a blocker. That's good. Block. Get blocked. And destroyed. Unfortunately, I can't draw again, so or I can't block again. Oh, still get destroyed. So the whole thing is your opponent's Digimon and you as well. You're attacking each other's security cards. However, each security card isn't just gonna like die without a fight. So each security card is actually one of your like regular cards, but like upside down or like face down. So let's say that this is a security card. So a Digimon attacks it. This one has like a damage power of 3000. Let's say that if this guy over here with 2000 power were to attack and my security card was this one, then it would still go away. I would still be like -1 security card, but this Digimon would die. It would die in the process. So there's a lot of strategizing that goes with it. There's a website to build and play OG Duel Masters. It's called shobu.io. Ooh, I never actually played Duel Masters, but I do remember the show. I remember, didn't they do the same thing with the dub with what they did with what is it, Ghost Stories, where they were just like, oh yeah, do whatever you want with the dub, I don't care. Let's see, let's put another Digimon out. Let's put Candlemon out. Oh, we could do another Metal Phantomon. We could do, so there's Phantomon, there's Metal Phantomon. We don't have a champion though. We could Digivolve to Anubismon. You may trash up to 3 cards in your hand and play 1 purple Digimon from your trash. Ooh. Play 1 purple Digimon from your trash? Oh. Oh, but we don't have enough memory to, or do we? Oh, we would be giving our opponent more, what's it called? More memory. When effect plays, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon? Okay, I'm kinda tempted. Let's just Digivolve him and see what happens. So let's trash 3. Let's trash this one, and which one? Maybe Candlemon. Trash those 3. And then we can play a card. Oh, we could play Necromon. Let's go. That would give our opponent more memory, but you know, F it. You only live once. Look at all these cards we can we can play around with. We have an ad break coming up. Let me snooze it. Let me snooze it just for a sec. So delete one of your opponent's Digimon. You may play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon. Delete 1 level 5 to draw 1. Let's do delete your opponent's Digimon. Yeah. You may play 1 level 5 or lower. Let's do that. Let's play Bakemon. This effect is kind of hacks. It's kind of overpowered. So they have a lot of memory, so now they're gonna try and rebuild their defenses. They got an Angelomon on there. Oh! No, they're targeting my Digimon. What did she do? One of your opponent's Digimon gains... Oh, security attack -2. So, even if I were to attack with Anubismon, it wouldn't take away my opponent's security cards. Let's play this guy. Digivolve him to Bakemon. Ooh, we also got these. What's this? Delete one of your Digimon, then return up to 2 from your trash to your hand? Nah. What's this one? One of your purple Digimon may Digivolve to a purple Digimon card with cost reduced by 3. Cost reduced by 3. So we can do this. We could probably Digivolve him to Metal Phantomon. Oh no, I'm not gonna have enough memory. Just kidding. Okay, so let's attack. Let's see what happens. Let's attack here. Oh no, I got deleted. Select cards to discard. This one. I feel like I'm not really gonna use that one. Attack with this one. Ah no. Okay, because of Angelomon's power, it doesn't do nothing. Luga spotted. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Isn't that cute? So that did no damage. Let's do this Pokemon at the risk of it getting deleted. Oh, that's not too bad. Not too bad. And then this one. No, I forgot about the blocker. Dang it. I'm not vigilant. I'm not vigilant. Okay, we can still do one more action. Let's do Reapermon. Ooh. When effects Digivolve your opponent's Digimon, de-Digivolve your opponent's Digimon. Delete one of your opponent's play cost for a lower Digimon or Tamers. Oh, and this one's a blocker too. Now we would be giving our opponent too much memory. We could do Metal Phantomon. Yeah, let's do that. Delete one of your Digimon. Yes, I will delete one of my opponent's Digimon. I do. Oh no! I forgot it meant not one in your hand. It means one here. Oh, which one do I delete? They're both pretty good. Security attack. How long is security -2 to the end of your opponent's turn? Okay. Never mind. We're not gonna do that. No, I'm getting directly attacked. No, wait. I have a blocker. What the heck? Oh, my blocker can't block because it's out of commission. I forget that. So if you have a blocker Digimon, Jesus Christ! They just played a Mega Digimon! And they gave me a lot of memory, but, dang. Okay. So, you have Digimon that can block direct attacks, but, they have to not have attacked the previous turn in order to do that. So I forgot about that. So I shouldn't attack with this one anymore. What does Violet do again? She's from the Liberator manga, by the way. She's so cute. I love her. Option. By trashing one option card, or one card with Ghost, traits in your hand, draw one. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Let's see. Let's Digivolve to Psychmon. Players can't reduce play costs. I don't know about that one. Let's do Ghostmon. Yeah, let's do Ghostmon. Let's see what we can do. This one doesn't, yeah, Anubismon can just attack at this point. So let's just attack. We'll risk it for the biscuit. See what happens. Cool. Oh, I forgot. This one can attack. Ooh, that's good. Security attack +1. That's good. Okay, Anubismon attack. Okay, my opponent is now defenseless. I could easily get them next turn, or I could just do this. Because if I attack with my blocker, he can't block anymore, but this would actually win me the game. See? Let's go! 2 for 2. I'm not usually this good. Usually I'm losing a lot before I win a single match. So call it streamer luck. But two things are actually going to happen. The timer is about to run out, and we have an ad break. So once the timer runs out, I'm going to go ahead and put you guys over in the recess, and then afterwards we'll get back to studying. All right. So that was good. That was fun. Let me exit, config, exit. That's fun. I like it. I like it a lot. But okay, I'll put you guys in recess right now. Ding, ding, ding. Pause the timer, put you guys in recess, and I'll see you guys after the ad break. I got some breakfast in front of me, so I'm gonna eat it. Oh my god, you guys. Beans got me breakfast, or I think his mom cooked some breakfast. It's like rice and egg and vegan bacon. And it's from like this place we go to that has like vegan goods. The vegan bacon, usually I'm very hesitant when it comes to vegan bacon because I haven't had one so far that has like good taste, good texture. I've seen one recipe where it's like, oh, you can make vegan bacon by seasoning carrot slices like this. But the thing with me is I don't like carrots. So I still taste it, I'm like, ugh, I don't like it. But the vegan bacon that we got this time, oh my gosh, it actually tastes like bacon. It actually smells like it too. It's clearly not. It's clearly not because like if you look at the texture, I forgot to take a picture, I just kind of ate it already. Texture definitely does not look like bacon at all, but to the taste and the smell, definitely are. Beans got beankin, the vegan bacon. I actually don't know what it's made of. I should ask him, but we do go to this place that sells like vegan salami and vegan cheese and stuff. Is it based on beetroot? Maybe, because it does have like a red coloring. It's not like a vibrant red coloring, but it does look like bacon. So when we get it again, I'll take a picture. But they do sell it at like a very specific place that, you know, might be dox worthy, so I'll... Or Jimmy Kand. I'm actually not familiar with that. It looks like the word jicama, but I don't think that's the same thing. Jimmy Kand. Elephant foot yam. Ooh, maybe it's yam. I'm actually not sure. I should ask. This music is very Japanese and Mohab level feeling. I haven't changed it. If you're talking about this this specific the funny thing is I can't hear the music because I set it so that it only plays to you guys and not to me. But it's my like welcoming music, right? The yeah, that's the one thing that I remember talking about how a lot of stuff with my streams have changed. Like my avatar has changed, my like stream setup has changed ever since my first one, but the one thing that hasn't changed is this song. This intro outro music, this waiting room music. I think I'm gonna try as much as I can to keep it forever. So I'm glad that it gives you a nice feel. Jimmy Kand is Hindi. My bad teacher. No worries, no worries. I'm wondering what the English would be. Also known as Suran or Jimmy Kand. Supporting digestive health. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds so good. Good memories? I'm glad. I'm glad. Let's see. I thought this was Power Wash Sim music. No, I got it from a site called Dova Syndrome. It's where a lot of VTubers get their like it's like their royalty-free music. I know that like some corpo VTubers use it as well, so I was like, I'm just gonna take a song from there. So let's go back to the classroom. Man, that vegan bacon's good. Like I gotta find out what they made it with. That's so good. I still have rice and egg. I might eat that during the study sesh, but also I think I just was really hungry because I haven't eaten today. So it's like, man, everything's good. Everything's good except carrots. I don't like carrots. Thinking of Digimon Masters and how I was going for like an Inframon or something and got too jaded after grinding one spot for an hour. I feel like that's what happens with me with a lot of Digimon games. I like doing like the grindy stuff off stream. And like there's something about grinding that feels very like what's it called? Satisfyingly head empty. But yeah, I totally get it when it's like you get to the part in grinding where you start doing math where it's like, oh my god, I'm only getting this much XP. Okay, if I grind this much, if I defeat this one enemy 20 times, then I'll get to the level that I want. And then you slowly start counting down where it's like, okay, now it's 10 more monsters. Now it's 5 more monsters. Because that's where I get to. I start just like doing math. It's gonna take 57 more kills for me to get this next blip. Yeah, exactly. And then it's one of those like, well, it's a good thing I had nothing planned out for today other than play video games. I remember it was called, oh, jackfruit. Yeah, jackfruit. So Hugs can survive a few more days. Only a few more days. Yeah, the cool thing with jackfruit, we definitely have jackfruit here. I know that it's used for a lot of vegan alternatives, like pulled pork. I've had pulled pork, like pulled jackfruit sandwiches before. I like it. Texture is good. The only thing is that because it's a fruit, it still has a little bit of sweetness to it. And don't get me wrong, I do like savory and sweet sometimes, but there are times where I expect it to be fully savory. So when I taste the sweet, it's like, ugh, that's not what I was expecting. I don't know. I feel like there's specific times where I like sweet and savory at the same time, like a McDonald's French fry dipped in vanilla shake. You know, um, there are better examples than that, but there are also times where I'm like, oh, that's not the taste that I was expecting. You know. But yeah, so we have one more study session to do. Yeah, I think it should just be one more because um I want to go on a date with Beans to the mall mayhaps. Or he said that he wanted to like get some shopping done before the tariffs arrive. So or I think they're already in effect, right? But you know, we're in this mindset of like we should spend now because we don't want to be spending later. The thing is, I don't really have anything to buy, but I just wanna hang out somewhere. I should see sunlight occasionally, right? I shouldn't just be in my little bear den, just in front of this computer. It's like I guess I should get some vitamin D. I guess. I guess I should go hunt for bugs instead of just like getting this vegan bacon. But yeah, so one more study sesh, 35 minutes. You guys feel free to I have a feeling this one is gonna be mostly silent because I'm gonna be learning about conjugation. Pray for me. Pray for me. But you guys feel free to focus on your own thing. Watch any other streamers for the while, and then after 35 minutes we'll come back, we'll yap, we'll mosh, and we'll go from there. Yeah. I remember when you cut it, you need to dunk the knife in a mix of citrus and oil and slice it to reduce the sweetness. I wish I knew about that, or I wish other people that have cut up jackfruit know about that, because like I said, it's a little surprising when you look at this thing that looks like a pulled pork sandwich and it's like, oh, it's sweet. That's a good tip. I'm actually gonna screenshot that. I'm actually gonna screenshot that. Or you know, I could just copy paste. I don't need to screenshot. Let me put that in my little private server. There we go. A mix of citrus and oil. Ah, okay, okay. Cool, cool. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer. I'll see you guys in about 35 minutes. Have fun! Hope you're being productive. I am. Hello, Owen. Hello. This is our last study sesh for the stream. And I'm learning about verb conjugation. Oh, no. I'll check with my mom the exact thing is for the mix and let you know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, study time. Let me just finish this phrase and then we'll get back to it. All right. We did it. We finished our 3 study sessions. Hello, everyone. Hello. We might have an ad break coming up in like 10 minutes or so, but yeah, we're pretty much done. We can go over what that was a lot. I went over that. I didn't even finish the conjugation part. I didn't finish. It was a lot, but it was very informative. So let's go back and take a look see at that. So before our study session, we looked over some of the some oo verbs, some ru verbs, and some irregular verbs. You know, iku, kairu, kiku, hanasu, nomu, yomu. And the ru verbs we have okiru, taberu, neru, miru. And then irregular we have kuru, suru, and bekkyo suru. And then the next lesson was like kind of differentiating between those 3. So like the ru usually has a base that ends with e or I, and then ru. So if it ends with like an aru, oru, or uru, it's not a ru verb. And then with the u verbs, usually have a base that ends with a consonant like nom, nomu, and then that's plus a u. So kiku, yomu, iku, hanasu, kairu. And then they even made sure to kind of clarify the deal with kairu, because it ends with an ru. So it seems like it would be in the ru verb, but it's not, because the r actually like retains in the conjugation. It might not make sense now, but it will make sense once it's conjugated. And then you have your irregular verbs, which like they don't follow a set formula. Like they kind of have their own formula. And then what's interesting about the word suru, which means to do, where is it? Suru. It seems like you can add this to other nouns in order to make it into a verb. So for example, benkyo, which would be like study, I guess, like, yeah, something to do with studying. But if you make it into benkyo suru, it's the verb to study. We have something similar like that in Tagalog too. Like you just add mag to something and it turns it into a verb. So like mag driving, you know, like to drive, or mug painting. There actually is like words for like driving and painting in Tagalog, but like if you don't know it, if you're still learning, then that still kind of gets the point across that like, oh, I'm painting, I'm driving over here. So it seems like suru and mug are similar in their respective languages. So that's pretty interesting. I'm kind of excited to see what other examples you can build with suru, right? And then it goes into actually how to conjugate them, which this kind of is the fun part. This is kind of bringing me back to like Spanish class, where like once they give you the formula, you could just keep on going with that formula. So for present tense, for the ru verbs, you just replaced it with either mas, which it's masu, but you kind of drop the u at the very end, or masen, which is negative, which I believe Zaka was talking about that earlier. So for example, taberu, which means to eat, that would become tabemas for eating, or tabemasen, not eating. And we're going to see some example sentences later on as well. So neru would become, instead, like you would replace the ru with a masu, so nemas, or nemasu is sleep, nemasen is not sleeping. Okiru would become okimas, getting up. Okimasen, not getting up. Miru would become mimas, seeing, and mimasen, not seeing. And then it's actually pretty similar with your u verbs. You just replace the u with imasu or imasen. And then they also kind of gave a better example of like you're kind of moving down the hiragana chart. So a good example is hanasu. Here, I'll zoom into it. Hanasu, it wouldn't become hanasimas. it would be shimasu. So, but let's go up to the top. So, nomimasu would be drinking. Nomimasen, not drinking. So you're just replacing the U with imasu or imasen. For yomu, it would be yomimasu, I'm reading, or yomimasen, not reading. And then here's the example we're talking about. Hanasu. In the hiragana chart, it would be followed by shi, not si, like si, but shi. So instead of hanasimasu, it would be hanashimasu. Hanashimasu, which means speaking, and then hanashimasen, which means not speaking. We have kiku becoming kikimasu. This is listening. Kikimasen, not listening. Iku, we're going. Ikimasu. I feel like I've heard that phrase before, at least in music. Ikimasu. We're going. And then ikimasen, not going. Kairimasu. So this is another example of like, it looks like it would be a ru verb, but the R actually retains in the conjugation. So instead of, let's see. If it were a ru verb, it would be, kaimasu. It would be kaimasu, but that's not the case. It actually becomes kairimasu. So that actually makes it an u verb. And then it kind of followed with like, there's also the irregular verbs, but it also went into like, how do you know, if you see like the base, how do you know whether it's going to be an u verb, a ru verb, or an irregular verb? It says here that aru and oru are definitely u verbs. No doubt about it. Uru can be an u verb, but it can also be irregular. And then iru and eru are most likely a ru verb, but they might, like in the case of kairu, might also be an u verb. Or not also, they might be an u verb. And then for irregular, they have their own rules. They got their own rules to follow. They're not following anyone else's rules. So suru, you know, it has an ru at the end. So if you were to conjugate it in the way that you would for ru verbs, it would be like sumas. But that's actually not it. It's actually shimas. Shimas and shimasen. And actually, yeah, if it were, so if you're trying to conjugate it as if it's an u verb, then it would become surimasen, which that's not it either. So it follows its own rules, but anything that you add suru to, like benkyo suru, they would follow that same rule. So it would be benkyo shimasu and benkyo shimasen for studying and not studying. And then kuru also has its own rule, so it would be kimasu and kimasen, so coming and not coming. So if you were to try and conjugate kuru in the same way that you would with a ru verb, it would become kumas or kumasen, which is incorrect. If you tried to conjugate it the same way you would an u verb, it would become kurimas. Kurimas and kurimasen, which is also incorrect. So it actually is going by its own rule. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to see. I'm pretty excited to hear about other verbs, just to see how we can conjugate them. And then this is the last thing that I was able to study, which is your action verb. So when we use present tense with these verbs, it means either that the person is habitually doing it or regularly doing it, or they're gonna do it in the future. So for example, this sentence right here says, "Watashi wa yoku terebi mimasu," which means I often watch TV. You would have thought, or I guess I would have thought, that it's just present tense, as in like I am currently watching TV, right? So like "Watashi wa yoku terebi mimasu," I thought it would mean I'm watching television, but it seems like it's closer to I often watch television. And then same thing with the next sentence. Meri-san wa tokidoki asa gohan o tabimasen. So I would have thought that it would have meant Mary's not gonna eat her breakfast today, like right now, right? But it seems different. It seems like it's more so habitually that sometimes she just doesn't eat breakfast. Which you shouldn't do that. You should eat breakfast. It's the best meal of the day. So it's either habitual or it's future tense, which is interesting. Because, yeah, that goes completely against the definition of it being present tense, right? But it seems like Japanese just works differently. So, for this phrase here, "Watashi wa ashita Kyoto ni ikimasu." So, it seems like it would mean I'm going to Kyoto, but then it says ashita, which means tomorrow. So, that automatically makes it future tense, I guess, right? And then the last sentence that I was able to write down is "Sora-san wa kyou uchi ni kaerimasen." So this actually does reflect more of like it being present tense. So this means Sora will not return home today. So Sora-san means Sora. Wa kyou means today. Kyou uchi means, or like uchi means house. So today house will not return, essentially. Kairimasen means will not return. So, if I were to assume that this is just present tense, then actually the sentence makes sense. Will not return home today. Or is not returning home today, you know? So, I don't know, it kind of goes hand in hand. It kind of is present tense, but the use of words like today and tomorrow make it kind of future tense as well. So, it's interesting. I'm still learning. It seems like there's lots of spots where this is all going to be kind of clarified in later parts of the chapter. But it's neat. It's neat. HDTQW5, hello. We're actually going to be ending off soon, but you're just in time for the mosh pit. We're going to be moshing. Yeah, we went through a lot today. And now I can say we did our study stream. So that means we could say that we... Well, actually, no, it wouldn't make sense because we would need past tense. But we could say we're studying. Oh, benkyou suru. There we go. Well, actually, since this is something that we're gonna regularly be doing, I guess we could say, we're studying. We're gonna be studying Japanese. So how do we say that? Let's see. Watashi tachi wa benkyou shimasu. Right? So we're gonna be studying. How do you say every day again? Let me see. Every day. Oh, mainichi. Not every day, but every Saturday. We're gonna be doing it every Saturday. And we do have an ad break. I will snooze it right now. Because I think we're gonna end off soon. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put away the timer. I'm gonna put away my iPad. But yeah, that was a really productive study stream. I like that a lot. I feel like I got a lot done. Even though I was like kind of behind, I do feel like now I'm blocks ahead. I'm steps ahead. So this was very satisfying. It was super satisfying. And I feel like by the time Beans and I go on our Japan trip, I won't be fluent, but at least I'll be able to understand a little bit more. So I'm glad. I hope you guys also had a good, study session or focus session. I hope you guys were doing stuff in the background as well. And if not, no worries, you know? So, how do I exit out of... I need to exit out of this iPad app. Let me do this. Exit. There we go. Okay, we're gonna mosh. But what are we moshing to today? What are we moshing to? Let me see. Oh, I don't even have a window up. Give me a second. Oh yeah, I gotta stop. I should stop raids. There we go. Okay, let's see. What are we moshing to today? Ooh, there's God-ish. Oh my god, Bettel's playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Let's go. Let's go. We listened to Kagero Days yesterday. What should we listen to today? Maybe, you know what? Maybe God-ish. That just showed up here on my screen. Wait, actually no, we've been listening to Atarashi Gakko this entire time, and they did have a metal song recently. I think they did it with Maximum the Hormone. Atarashi Gakko. Yeah, Maximum the Hormone. This is what we're moshing to, guys. This is what we're moshing to. This is a pretty fun song too. I like it. So if you guys have never moshed with us before, all you gotta do is pick an emote that you like. Go ahead and spam your favorite ones, and then I'm gonna make your little guys fight each other. So yeah, once you hear the music, go ahead and get started. And I'm gonna look for someone to raid into. Not the ad. One question, skip ad. That's my answer. Mosh pit. I think there's only 2 combatants today, so this will be a quick one. Oh, wrong screen. There you go. Trying to find someone to raid into. It's me versus HDTQ. It's not rigged. I swear it's not rigged. Oh, there's Ghosty. Ghosty is live right now. No, what do you mean I won? It's not rigged though, but it's so weird that it would do that because it's not rigged. It's Dude, it feels so good to hear Maximum the Hormone again. I love their voices, especially when they were on like Death Note. Ah, this is like top tier Martian music. It's not rigged. It's not. Sometimes that's just the luck of the draw. That's just the luck of the draw. That's oh no, not again, not again, no. Why does my little guy keep winning? Why does this keep happening? It's cause I studied so much. It's cause I studied Moshology. I studied Moshology. That's why I won. And but it's also not rigged. So we're gonna do round 3. We're gonna do round 3, and this time for sure you guys will get me. I think. I'm pretty sure. Oh, this part goes hard. There you go. See, it's not rigged. It's not rigged. So it's either Pickles or HDTQW5. It's totally not rigged, you guys. And I will not take any slander. I will not take any feedback otherwise. Good job, Pickles. Good job, Pickles. You did it. You did it. You proved that it's not rigged. You proved that this is a completely fair mosh pit. And that anything's possible. Do we have enough time for... I think we have enough time for one more round. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Special arranged version? Different from... Oh, interesting. Cool. Okay, we're just gonna wait to see who's winning. Pickles or HETQW5. Who's getting it? Who's getting it? Who's winning? Oh man. Oh man, Pickles is hanging on by a sliver. It's HDTQW5. Yahoo! Yahoo! See, we had 2 winners other than myself today. Isn't that cool? Isn't that so not rigged? Isn't that awesome, possum? Speaking of possums, we're gonna raid into Ghosty today. She's playing Payday 2. It's semi-rigged. No, it's not. It's not. We're going home, you guys. I'm getting you guys on the bus. Get in the bus. Get in there. We're gonna go ahead. Oh, you know what? Beans got me, or not necessarily me, but he got a new steering wheel. But he said I could use it, so maybe we'll do Bus Simulator sometime soon. Again, that should be fun. That should be fun. So we're gonna go ahead and raid. We're gonna go ahead and raid. I'll see you guys sometime next week. I'll have my schedule out probably tomorrow. But I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. And as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Thanks for studying with me.